Hey everybody, I'm April Sunshine with the Plaid Girls, and I am here today with MaryAnn Means-Dufrene, and we are at the Greater Fort Worth location of Susan G Komen, and we're here to talk about all the amazing things that Susan G Komen does for our community. MaryAnn has been with Susan G Komen for a whole year now.
Exactly a year.
Very exciting. I want you to tell us what your first year has been like.
It's been off to the races. It's been crazy for the last 366 days now. The important things that we wanted to focus on in the first year were strengthening relationships in the community with our partners, and that really for us meant our grantees and organizations that we'd been working with for a long time. We wanted to strengthen our events because like any nonprofit, our fundraising events are so important. And we are a fundraising organization. We exist to educate, promote research, and to raise funds to deliver grants into our community. And our third really big focus was to join in the conversation on breast cancer prevention and really disease prevention in general. So we've developed new programs for that. We're doing cooking demonstrations with Blue Zones and 6 other community partners.
Awesome.
We just had our first one Monday night at First United Methodist Church. We have a second one November 2nd at Uplift Academy. And a third one, I think the second week in January, we're looking at Los Vaqueros on the north side.
Cool.
So we're trying to get out in the community.
So tell me a little bit more about that. Like, how does that work? Whenever I come to a cooking class, what should I expect?
So we're working with Deb Cantrell with Savor Culinary Services and Blue Zones, and we really just talk about the importance of avoiding processed foods, looking at a plant-heavy diet, and the Blue Zones Power 9, which is a piece of what they do that's really about creating a healthy environment for ourselves in life so that we prevent not just breast cancer, but all types of disease, heart disease, diabetes, hypertension. And this conversation has been going on, and it's time for Komen to be a part of that.
I love that. If you guys are out there, you should tap the screen for some hearts because this is so important for all of us to eat better and to prevent all types of diseases, not just breast cancer.
That's right.
So, okay, great. Well, is there anything else about your first year that you'd like to share?
Well, I'd love to share that with our first year event, Kick Up Your Heels for the Cure, we had at Edwards Ranch on October 1st to kick off Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we raised over $230,000. So, raised the that was great, and we've built a really incredible staff here at Komen, and everybody's just really working so hard, and it's the team that has made it happen and our volunteers and the support of the community. So those are dollars that 75% of those dollars stay here locally for us to grant for breast health education, mammography, diagnostics, cancer treatment, which is very expensive. 25% of those dollars raised go to national and global breast cancer research programs.
That is so amazing. How many people on staff do you have here?
There are 6 of us.
Oh, how wonderful.
So we're a small but mighty team.
Awesome. Are you all women?
All women,
Which is so fun. I love
that we don't love men, because men add a lot to an organization and to an office, but
100%. We love men too at Plaid for Women. We certainly do. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question, or I want you to fill in the blank. Fill in this sentence. It's a great day if what happens at Susan G Komen?
Well, I was telling you earlier, it's so hard to decide what makes it a great day. But I'll say the days that I feel the most validated are when we have had someone call who says, I just felt a lump in my breast, and I'm scared and I don't know what to do. And we're able to direct them to a partner where we provide funding. So when we're able to answer people's questions with either research that Komen scholars have done, when we're able to be the home for people and help them feel cared for, that is a good day, and that's a day that we're really we're meeting our mission.
I love that. So you welcome those calls. If people don't know what to do and they don't know where to turn, call Susan G Komen, Greater Fort Worth, and you guys can hook them up to where they should go.
Even if you're in Detroit or wherever you are, we can get you the right information.
I love that. That's awesome.
Okay. I don't know how I thought of Detroit, but...
Oh, Detroit, you know, like, it's cold up there.
First thing that came to mind.
I'm glad I don't live there. But if you're there and you need help, we in Fort Worth can help you.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about something that's still going on.
Yes.
Dine Out for a Cure. If you haven't been to one of their Dine Out for a Cure events, then you must participate. I love the
Yes.
look at the word participate. It's got the 8. It's hilarious.
It's pretty clever.
And look at the tagline: help us eat breast cancer. I love it. I love it. Who came up with that?
Our graphic designer actually did.
Genius.
Yes, genius.
I love it. So tell us about what people can do or how they can go Dine Out for the Cure.
So it's the first time we've done Dine Out for the Cure in this format. I believe in 2014 it was done one day in April. We decided we need Dine Out for the Cure month for the whole month of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we have 20 restaurants here in Fort Worth participating with us in a variety of ways. We really wanted to approach it as a good business partner.
Yeah.
So for Righteous Foods, they wanted to boost their dinner crowd, so they did a fixed price menu at dinner.
Oh, I love that.
For Cannon and Shinjuku Station, they wanted some broader participation, and so they did a dessert for us, their pink ribbon dessert. And so we really looked, what do you want to move? How do you want to participate? How can we be a good business partner to you? And so I'm really happy to have as many restaurants as we have participating this year, and it'll just be something great to grow on. We also, this is one of the first outreach campaigns we've done in South Lake before, and we have 7 restaurants in South Lake participating, including Nothing Bundt Cakes there, who's doing 7% of proceeds for the month.
How cool.
Have to do a shout out. And I have to shout out Yogi's, who's doing 7% for the month here in Fort Worth, and also the Lunchbox is doing 5% of their dine-in.
Oh, wow.
So those are huge blessing dollars for us that we can send straight back to the community.
I love that. So Greater Fort Worth, where are the boundaries?
So we're Tarrant, Parker, Johnson, and Hood counties.
Okay.
So we're really a large service area, and we haven't done a lot of direct outreach to the more rural areas or even to Northeast Tarrant County.
Okay.
And so we've really tried to strengthen our base this year, and we've grown our board by 8 members who are touching all the geographical boundaries of our service area.
That's so great.
But that's a big challenge for year 2. Is how do we raise, because right now there are unfunded needs in the community. There are women who have breast cancer who aren't able to get the treatment that they need, which is shameful. Yeah. So we have to raise dollars here, but we also need to meet treatment needs in these other areas. So we have a lot of growing to do. So
we need you guys to go out and Dine Out for the Cure.
That's right. They can do what you're already doing. Go eat.
Exactly. You eat, right?
Yeah.
Like I eat like 3, 4, 5, 6 times, sometimes 7 times a day. And so if you could do it for a cure, that's even better. So where can they find a list of the participating restaurants?
On our website, ComenGreaterFortWorth.org.
Perfect.
There is an area for events and Dine Out for the Cure, and we do have a flashing banner on the website for that. And we have each restaurant listed and then what their special is.
Love it.
Trying to make it easy for you.
Love it. Okay, so we are going to now talk about MaryAnn's shero. A shero is a female hero, and so
to get my picture.
Yep, you've got your picture. Let's show everybody who it is.
I have a picture here of me and Julie Wilson.
Aww,
hi, Julie.
Julie.
Yay. And Julie is my shero because she and so many women of her generation, my mom's generation, were the first powerful women to enter the workforce.
Yes.
And I think we ladies have a different time of it now because women are expected to be efficient and able to make rational decisions and able to be tough when we need to be tough and compassionate when we need to be compassionate, because women like Julie Wilson and like my mom and your mom and the ladies who came before us, like Sarah Zink, did that.
We love Sarah Zink.
For themselves, but for us too, so that now we can do so much more, and the sexism is not what it used to be at all.
No.
I mean, there are so many stories I've heard that I haven't experienced, and we're really blessed to have had these forebearers go before us and break the glass ceiling. I mean, it's true.
Tell us what Julie does.
So Julie now has her own consulting firm. There she is. But she has been in top leadership for Chesapeake, and she at one time did lead Blue Zones, which is an incredible initiative that we support. And now she gets to really do what she wants and pick the jobs, which, you know, we all kind of want to do that in our retirement. But of course, Julie's never really retired. But,
no, never. How fun is that? Well, Julie, we're so glad that you've inspired thousands and thousands of us, women like us, and women like MaryAnn, to continue the work of being an awesome women.
That's right. Strong.
Awesome, strong women. So, all right, now we're going to talk about the No Mean Girl Challenge of the Week. These are journals that are going to be coming out. This is No Mean Girls at Work. We're also going to have a No Mean Girls at School.
Good.
And it's going to be so great. I believe they're piloting the No Mean Girls at School at the Young Women's Leadership Academy. Yes.
Where I was this morning.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, they're awesome girls.
So the challenge this week is shut down the rumor mill. We want to shut it down. All right. That's our challenge. It's our encourage challenge. Because we know that women tend to
chit-chat.
Yeah, they like to chit. They have some information, and they might like to share that information, even though they might not have checked with the original source. Things like this happen. Things like this happen and can get out of control. So I would love to hear your advice for what you do when somebody might come to you with a bit of information that could be a potential rumor.
Right. Well, it is tough, honestly, because you hear this juicy piece of information. I think when I start thinking about how harmful and hurtful it is, because we've all been on the other side of that, where people have talked about us or said something untrue about us, and I try to come back to, who is this benefiting? Is this benefiting the higher good? Is this benefiting the person that we're talking about? Am I sharing something that they would want to be shared, or am I not? And if not, then
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it at all.
It's not worth it at all. I love that. So we want you guys to be encouragers, to go out there and help shut down the rumor mill, because it's the No Mean Girl way.
That's true.
It's the No Mean Girl way.
And I've heard people recently say, ooh, this is gossiping, we shouldn't be doing it. And that is so good for us to begin a conversation about that.
For sure. Just to say what it is.
Right.
Just call it out and say, oh, we shouldn't be talking about this.
Right.
Then you can just move on.
Exactly.
I love that. All right, so MaryAnn.
Yes.
If somebody out there is watching and
we know you are.
And we know you are. If you're watching us and they want to be involved, what do you want them to do?
Well, the first thing I would say is what I told the girls at Young Women's Leadership Academy this morning is, first of all, be aware about your own person. Know your normal. Know what your breast normally looks like, how it normally feels, so that you notice a change. And when and if you do notice a change, you go to your trusted healthcare provider immediately. You go get that mammogram. You go get what you need. And that's for each of us as people. It's always like, if you're flying and the masks come down, put your own mask on first before you help other people.
Sure.
So we have to be aware of what we need for ourselves.
Yeah.
And the second would be, if you're passionate about women's health, we're a very dynamic women's health organization. We're the largest contributor, second only to the federal government, to breast health research in the world.
Wow.
And every advancement in cancer treatment has had a Komen scholar's hand in it. And so if you're looking for an opportunity to get involved in women's health, we're a great place to do it. We have some new programs going on, like our Blue Zones cooking demonstrations, and we're going to be providing linkages for our volunteers to participate in the work of our grantees.
Oh, great.
We're the largest individual funder of the Moncrief and THR mobile health units, and we're going to be in the next year and a half rolling out some new programs where people can serve alongside those mobile mammography units.
Wow.
Which is going to be super cool and something we haven't done before.
Cool.
So really getting to be on the front lines and giving our time that way is something we're passionate about, and we know a lot of volunteers are as well.
I love that. And if you have a special talent, I'm sure that they can use it.
Absolutely. Well, and that reminds me too, if you have a story, if you have a breast cancer story, if you're a co-survivor, which means you've been alongside someone who's been in breast cancer treatment, or if you are a survivor, we would love to hear from you, because we need people to help us educate the community about how real this disease is, and that every action that we take does make an impact, whether it's participating in the race, it's coming out to kick up your heels for the cure, it's dining out. There are more needs than we can fund. And we need help. We really do.
I am so excited that you welcomed us into your world today.
Thank you for coming.
And